WeakAuras. WeakAuras are the best thing in World of Warcraft, in my opinion. One of the best things. Did you know you can create a WeakAura using nothing but the details damage meter? You want to find out how? Keep watching. Right, so one thing I didn't realise is that you can use the details damage meter to create WeakAuras. Now, WeakAuras, if you've never used it, is an add-on that I personally would highly recommend. In fact, I say anyone who takes the game in any way, shape or form serious, whether you're doing normal mode content, whether you're doing dungeons, Mythic Plus, raiding at the top end, WeakAuras are what you're going to need. Alright, so for this video, I'm going to assume you've got WeakAuras installed already. Okay, if not, simply go to the Twitch client, as I've put in quite a few of my other videos. Just search for WeakAuras 2, grab it from there, install it, jobs are good. Now, what we need to do is have a look at details. Now, this might be, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't checked this yet. I have an add-on for details. Details, in fact, no, Details Encounter is a base one. This add-on here, Details Encounter. Okay, this is the one that we're really using. Now, it's built into Details itself, and it's the little skull icon that appears on your main menu, your main window of Details. So we click on here. Now, what we're going to have a look at is, let's have a look. Kingaroth. He's got a lovely debuff ability thing that we want to keep an eye on. Okay, so what we're going to have a look at here is the Ruiner. Now, the Ruiner is the big, huge, giant green line of death that, to be honest, you should be avoiding like the plague. On occasion, it catches you out. We've all died to the Ruiner once or twice. Don't you lie, because we know you've done it. What we're going to do here, we're going to create an aura. Now, normally, if you're going to do something in WeakAuras, you open up WeakAuras, you have to create the bar, set everything you want, find the spell ID, all the bits and pieces. Don't need to do that. Ruiner, create aura. Status bar. Text. Whatever you want to have it as. I'm just going to have this one as a status bar. Okay? In fact, no, I'm going to have this one as an icon. We're going to have the sound of the air horn. Always good. Say on trigger, and just because anyone in my guild will get this, dodge the Ruiner, because that's what our raid leader says every time the Ruiner comes up. Somebody somewhere, normally the raid leader, if not me, go dodge the Ruiner. So that's what we're going to have. Icon text, we'll have that exactly the same. Dodge the Ruiner. We're going to have a glow effect because we like the glow effect, why not? And it is a spell cast started. Okay, Ruiner, spell ID there. I'm not sticking it in a group, so we change that to no group. I'll show you this in WeakAuras in a minute. Spellcast started. Cast duration 2 seconds. It lasts longer than that, but there we go. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Click Create Aura. And if I move my WeakAuras screen, there it is. Make this really big. Put that there. So when Kingaroth starts casting the Ruiner, big icon comes up, air horn plays, because I'll be honest, if you've got DBM running or bigwigs, we've all been guilty of this. You have the bars up all the time. You look at them rarely, in truth. If you've got something on your screen all the time, you're more likely to ignore it. Okay, so this is one I've got in here for Necrotic Embrace. If the Necrotic Embrace debuff comes on to me, personally, yes, I'll get a warning from DBM. It'll flash up on my screen. This bar is also going to flash up. Thus, it's huge. I know not to run till that timer's run out. Little things like that. Really, really handy. WeakAuras can do all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Like this one here. T21 Antorus. It's a dynamic group. This is all of the individual debuffs. This basically is DBM for Antorus. in WeakAuras without the bars. Pops an icon up as and when. So if there is a... You probably can't see it on here at the minute because it's too far behind. Apocalypse comes up. You've got to soak the swirlies. This comes up. Little green icon, soak. If you get the purple ring on the ads on the way into Kingaroth again, I think, where you've all got a stack in the purple rings, this one will come up. If you get stunned, you get a stunned icon. If you're going to be targeted by something, then you run away. Little things like that. There's tons of them. Absolutely tons of them here. Now, this is a group. So if I expand the group a little bit, you can see decimation. If I'm getting targeted by decimation, it tells me to run away. If I'm... There we go. This is one I quite like. Fell Shield on the Antoran High Command. At a certain point, normally after the second and third pods, there are occasions you have to pop a Fell Shield. Someone in the raid will pop the shield. This icon pops up when you are covered by the shield. So you don't have to think, am I in it? Am I not? Look for the big green shield icon. Tells you. Loads of different bits and pieces. Reality Tear. Void debuffs. A fire or a poison debuff. Flames of Zoroth or the poison essence on Portal Keeper. Collapsing World. If you're stood in it, it'll tell you. The portal warning. For the different types of portals. Fire. Well, orange portal, green portal, purple portal. Feedback Burning Embers. That is for... I'm going to say Mythic ENR, because we've got to go onto the ship and deal with it all. Rain of Fell, if you're in there. All these different bits and pieces, and it covers everything from normal mode all the way up to Mythic. Not something I've created, something I've found online, but this is the sort of thing that you can do with WeakAuras. It can basically set everything up for you. I've got this one here, Lunar Eclipse Rotation. It's essentially a modern-day version of CLC Rep. And no, I won't have people arguing about it. If they make you play better and they allow you to perform in a raid, fine. It also tracks my cooldowns for me. Little things like that. It gives me a little bit of a nudge. If I'm forgetting to hit a cooldown at a certain time, this will tell me. It's not something I live by, but it helps you in the right direction. So many different bits and pieces. There is a website, wago.io, wago.io. I'll leave the links down below, down there. Have a look at it. There's different bits and pieces for every single class. There's even ones for tracking the amount of herbs you've collected, how many Bloods of Sargeras you've got on your bags, different WeakAuras for mythic instances, all sorts of different things. So it's well worth having a look. But like I said, just a quick one, just to let you know that I learned something new today. Hopefully you learned something new today. And if you were to, say you look at your damage meter at the end of a fight and you go, oh, something's going on and I'm dying to this insert random action here. Let's have a look at... we'll have a look at Varamathras. In fact, no, we'll look at Kingaroth. Kingaroth's a good one to look at. And if you look at it going, oh, there's something happening and I'm dying to the same thing all the time. Forging Strike, if you're a tank, for example. Okay? You can create an aura to tell you when this is, when this is happening. The Lunar, if you're dying to the Lunar all the time because, say, your DBM timers are out of sync or you're just a little bit slow on the uptake with it, happens to all of us, you can create a weak aura to tell you the Lunar cast time. Things like that. It's ideal. Flames of the Forge, feedback, loads of different bits and pieces. Now, if we were then to go look at Vari, again, different ones. Dark Eruption, Necrotic Embrace, which is the one I've got because it does help. Alone in the Dark, Dark Fissure. This is another good one to have. You should never be being hit by Dark Fissure more than the quick tick that it gives you as you're running out of it. But again, you can put a weak aura up for Dark Fissure that tells you when you're stood in it. Little things like that. If you're running on I'm not going to say a potato computer because mine's not the best in the world. There are, if I'm raiding, I have to turn everything right down, turn off projected textures. There are occasions where I might miss something on the floor. This system will allow you to create a weak aura for something that you personally care about, something that you're missing or something you feel would help you. Like I say, you can have it as a bar, you can have it as just the icon, or you can have it as just a bit of text that appears on the screen, which is another good one, again, for certain things. And it might help you. It might help you. And damage meters in general, worth a video of their own, because they're not just there to see who did the top DPS. They're really not. You can learn so much from them. Mike Preach, by the way, did a brilliant video on it. I'll see if I can find the link, put that down below as well. Well worth watching because he explains it so much better than I ever could. But there we go, guys. Creating WeakAuras with details damage meter. Simple as that. Really, really easy. So have a crack at it. Take some screenshots. Show me what you've done in WeakAuras with details. Show me how you've used it. If it's helped, you know, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, which is there, I think. Somewhere on the screen, on this side. Nope, it's not. It's on this side. And give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you didn't like it, as Taliesin and Evertel would say, downvote the shit out of it. It's all good. But, like I say, hopefully I've educated you with a couple of bits and pieces. Till the next video, guys, have a lovely evening.